Hello Internet, welcome back to RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. We are still playing the Bumbly Bazaar scenario. I'm seeing a lot of hats now that I'm looking at our guys here, our little characters. So we are selling a lot here. I'm also noticing we have about 1,000 guests and it's year 4, which some of the scenarios say like by year 4 have 3,000 guests. So I feel like, man, I'm not going to be good at that. Our park rating is through the roof, however, which is excellent. Just recorded some other stuff and I thought, really been loving RollerCoaster Tycoon. Why not take a little time and record here again. So, yes, we built this weird corkscrew thing that kind of goes to nowhere. I mean, honestly, I feel like we're right on the cusp of finishing this game. Man, we're only at $600. Come on. I don't know how to boost. Like, we've even been researching balloons are something we don't have in the park yet. Balloons, there we go. We'll earn money from balloons. Because previously, 99% of what we've unlocked shop-wise has been food. Which is not great. Let's put this. I'm seeing a lot of traffic over. Most of the traffic seems to be on this path. But we already have a lot of shops there. I guess we'll just plop it down here. And, kids will get what they want. I think we'll start increasing the cost of everything by just 1 tick, just to get just a tiny bit more cash, because I don't know what the limitations are exactly. I don't know what they're willing to pay. Junior Roller Coaster is broken down, but if we hike up the price of everything by 10 cents, we should be getting 10 more cents. That increases our margin very slightly on these goods, which should help with, please stop clicking, should help with these numbers. Is this what I just adjusted? It is. I have no idea what. Oh, it's an ATM. Okay, can't really hike up the cost of an ATM. We'll up the price of a balloon. I am immediately seeing balloons all over the park. $1.50 for sunglasses. Please stop clicking that. What other stalls? I mean, we have a drink stall over here. We did have kids complaining that they were thirsty, but like we only have the one or two drink stalls available to us, and we already have both of them open in the park, so I don't really know necessarily what to do about that. Increase the cost of cuddly toys and umbrellas. Do we actually have a place selling park maps? I think we had foregone that, thinking that we wouldn't really sell. No, we do. Okay. I don't know if I increased the price to that or not. Okay, bathrooms are free. We're not going to charge for a bathroom. Okay, so I think we've upped those prices as much as possible. I really don't know what to focus on to increase our shop sales. So I don't know what to do. I thought if we just got more and more guests in the park, it would naturally go up. And I'm sure that it has, but like looking at these numbers, 606 is even, I'm pretty sure, lower than what it was previously. You know what I think? I bet. So we have all these kids, right? They've already, like, look, every kid is in a hat, right? So they're not buying new hats, which means we're not making as much money from that. Food and drink are going to be ongoing the longer a guest is in the park. But souvenirs are where the real money is, I would imagine. And all these kids mostly already have those things. Maybe if we close the park, force all the kids to leave, and then reopen the park, we would get a fresh influx of customers. But then it raises the same issue. Like, would that, like currently we're getting trickling in new kids that are buying things. If we trickle in and buy them, is that rate faster than having them trickle in from a closed park and buy them? Because again, it's in 1 month. It's not total sales or anything like that. So would that even be better? And I don't know the answer to that. I think, I thought originally that this was going to be like the easiest of the parks available to us. Now I'm really questioning that decision. This is the 5th episode, which is the longest episode I've recorded so far. The longest series of RollerCoaster Tycoon was 5 episodes in one scenario. So this is already tied for the longest run. I don't know what to do here. Let's, what's our research looking like? Bobsleigh trains. Unlocked. Bobsled coaster. Sure. I thought we already had that, but... Bobsled rider's career down a twisting track guided only by the curvature and banking of the semicircular track. Why don't we try to find a small one? I really don't understand this game's obsession with making these huge, ridiculous things. Why can't they make little compact coasters? Why do they all have to be freaking enormous? We don't even have... Like, I would like to expand more flat rides in this direction so that we could once again loop all the way around. But as I'm looking at it, we've blocked this off with this coaster. And like, there's nowhere... I don't want to just keep expanding just coasters. I would like to put down more flat rides and things, but we've already placed... Have we already placed... We could place some of the gentle rides that are less popular that we don't care as much about. We already have a slide, actually, and a crooked house. We do not have a merry-go-round or cars. These take up a fair bit of space, though. Tunnel of Horror, I don't really know. This is also something that's going to take up a lot of space. Thrill rides we have all of already. Water rides, we could build some other water rides, but they're basically like building a coaster. I really want more flat rides. Would be great. We could build a maze. Oh, you can build them yourself? That's interesting. I didn't know that. Sure, a desert-themed maze. That sounds awful. We'll put this thing down. I don't know which is the entrance. Okay, this is the entrance. Sure. Open. $1 seems absurd. Why would you pay $1 to go get lost? Basically. You know? I remember being a kid. I would say when I was like 16, they took us to a... what do they call them? Corn mazes? Is that what they're called? That doesn't sound right as it's coming off my lips. It's like... Isn't there a special word for those? Something mazes? Whatever. It was a cornfield maze where they, like, you know, cut a maze into the corn as it has grown and whatnot. And, I mean, this... We don't really care if this is exactly even or not. So we'll go ahead and... Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's put down some benches and stuff immediately. Yeah, they took us to this maze, and, like, it was fun for, like, 4 minutes. You know, I remember going, and I was with I think a close male friend and, like, my girlfriend at the time. And, honestly, it was, like, fun for about 5 minutes where you're like, oh, let's, you know, everybody has a system. Like, my friend was like, well, you only make left turns, and then you mark whenever you come across a right turn location, and then you realize that that's, you know, so you can backtrack, you know, you've only made left turns and whatever. And I was like, okay, that I would have never thought of that, but I mean, that's great and all. It also does not sound like fun. It sounds like you're basically doing math homework, which is not, you know, not exactly my opinion of how I want to spend my you know, my weekend or whatever. And then that system didn't work anyway because we were young and stupid. So, like, we immediately got lost, and my girlfriend was like, you know, they had an arcade and, like, batting cages. Do you just want to walk through the corn? And I was like, yes, I do. And so we just ducked, because, like, they had cut, like, little pathways. They had it roped off where you weren't supposed to go, but you could still move between the paths pretty easily. And so we just bailed, and we went inside, and I believe they had a DDR machine, Dance Dance Revolution machine. And, yeah, we spent all day playing in the arcade, which is much more my pace. I really love dance games. When I was a kid, when I was a teenager, like, when I was a kid, I would see... Do we have a French fry place? I wish it... Does it show... Is there a list of rides? Does this include... I don't want rides, actually. I want shops. I don't think it show... Oh, here we go. Shops. French fries. We do not have French fries. Although I don't think kids care about it anyway. Beef noodles. Please stop. Stop with the food. Like, give me drinks and give me additional merchandising, please. We could build another balloon place. I'm seeing lots of children that don't have balloons. I don't know. Unfortunately, we cannot... We could maybe fit a path under here, to connect this so it's not just one big circle. Why don't we... Yeah, I think this is fine. This is fine. Let's try to connect this path. Beef noodle stall. Yeah, well, I think we should be able to go right through here. Excellent. So now we have a middle path to alleviate a little bit of the congestion on our paths. And yeah, I guess we'll throw down a beef noodle place. Nope. And two, like, let me think. Let's look at fried noodles. Running cost. Does the running cost come out of, like, if we look, does the running cost count as stock? Staff wages? Staff wages cannot be a factor. Let's think of, no, that would be the main staff. That wouldn't be the staff of the restaurants and stuff. Last month, $800 from shops. Okay, I mean, oh, okay. I don't really know what to do about it. I guess we just keep building the park and hope for the best. Please, just why can't you have small ones? Vehicle design will be built with an alternative vehicle type and may not perform as expected. I mean, you would think being in the desert would make them want to ride water rides more. Can we fit this over here somewhere? Includes scenery and vehicle unavailable. King Rapids. What an ugly path. I hate that they have such long queues. This one's not super terrible. No, that's not. There we go. Let's just... Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Build that. Great. Let's... Okay, let's open it, and then we'll see about getting a proper price on it. Let me connect this other computer to the internets. It is not capable of connecting to the internet? Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Apparently, if you activate your Wi-Fi hotspot on Windows 10 and then you don't immediately connect, then it disconnects it. So we don't know the stats on this yet. It is a river rapids ride. I imagine it will be relatively popular. I actually really hate this. I'm going to fix this path. We're going to cut this off. Great. And we're going to just, I mean, I guess we'll go with the green queue because that's what they've done. And yeah, we'll erase this path here. Because I really hate those little spokes. Taking a long time. It looks like the throughput is not very good on this. We still have not gotten our results. Not yet available. Yeah, so when I was a kid, I would see people on these dance machines in arcades. And I always thought that that was like really super incredible. And I always wanted to do that. Because like I knew it was exercise. And I never really exercised and stuff like that. According to this, we'll charge about $6. Which seems perfectly fine, given that it is a water ride in a... Oh, this stupid keyboard has those tabs that incline it, but they fall off constantly, and I hate them. Cookie shop. Okay, I mean, that's more of a dessert item. I think we could probably get some cookies sold. I really like a giant cookie now and then. Not seeing anything overtly cookie-shaped. Am I missing it? Cookie shop. How is this... Okay. I mean, hooray, cookies, yay. I think we'll also put this down here. You know, we should really put it where the other shops aren't competing with each other, I guess. I don't know if that actually has any kind of impact in the game or not. But we should really, you know, just use a little bit of common sense and real life application to that. Hyper Twister is broken down. That's the, that's this baby. No, that's this one over here. No, where's the Hyper Twister? Right here. Lovely. Okay. You know, I always wanted to learn to do the dance machines, but like anytime I would go to the arcade as a kid, it was completely packed. Like you would never get a chance to use the dance machine. And then as a teenager, when I started working, I bought a PlayStation. Did we unlock... This is all stuff we already have. I bought a PlayStation. They had DDR for the PlayStation. And I bought a dance map, you know, like when you first, you know, when you get your first real job and you kind of like, you don't have any responsibility. You're just like, I'm going to buy all the stuff I never bought before. did we build a side for... That's what this is, right? So I think we want to try compact inverted coaster. I like compact. I like inversion. Maybe we can do another small one like this, where it's just like a one-sided thing. Let's inverted. I mean, is it inverted in that you hang, or is it inverted in that it can make inversions? Let's build a station. Actually, that's a little close. Well, whatever. We'll come at it from the rear instead of demolishing the whole thing. And then we will launch. Can't go straight up through there. Okay. I mean, oh, we can't go that way either. Let's get rid of that other straight path. There we go. And then we'll do something vertical loop. Can't do that. Okay. Vertical loop. Great. Into a vertical loop. Inline twist. What is that? Oh, that seems very small and like it would give them a lot of, like a freak out. Like, because it would be a lot of like lateral G's. Let's instead go up again and we'll do another vertical loop. And then we'll just polish it off with one of these big things. Too high for supports. Excellent. Then we'll come from this end and we'll do the same thing. We'll invert the rear end of it so that we don't end up dying. And I think that should be good. Actually, that's not terribly high. 95 feet. Not 105 feet. It might shoot off the back end of this, but I guess we'll find out. Fried chicken stall. Please, and for the love of God, stop giving me these stupid food stalls. I don't want food stalls. I want drink and other things. Reverse incline launch shuttle mode. So we can do this. However, I don't think that we're going to get enough speed to make it through the loops here. So we're going to go with a chain lift. And can we do steep chain lift? We can't. Let's demolish this. Go back. Chain lift. Steep chain lift. Okay, we can steep chain lift. So we'll bring it all the way up here. Hopefully that is acceptable. Need to build an entrance and an exit. Okay, we'll build the entrance. We'll build the exit. Test it, please. I want to see how far we shoot off over this. I don't want to kill anybody. So it will take them all the way to the peak. Yeah, and I bought the game, and I bought the dance mat. And I live upstairs. Ooh, okay, I live upstairs, and like my family was like, "What is that banging at all the time?" Like all the time. I was like, "Oh, I got a dance game, you know," and I played it all the time. I was never very good at it, but those kind of games, there's something super satisfying about like being up and moving around for a game. And I always really like. I still look sometimes. I Google. Go on Amazon and look for like, well, how much is a Dance Revolution, you know, mat, and is there a PC version that I could, you know, maybe I could emulate the PlayStation game. I don't know if they make dance games for PC that aren't VR, you know, and I really like that kind of gameplay. But like I recently discovered YouTube just for no reason recommended to me that I should check out Beat Saber, which is like a game where you have like these, like it's VR, and the game is like, there are blocks that come at you, and you have to swing your hands, like your hands are holding like lightsabers basically, and you swing your hands to cut through the blocks, and each block has like a direction, so with the rhythm you're swinging your arms and moving your body to the, it's really fascinating to look at. So according to this, we can charge. Wow, okay. That seems incorrect. Let's look at, make sure we don't have any other ones. So it is just the one. It says we can charge 15 bucks for this little thing. We'll go ahead and make it 10 bucks. And we're going to keep an eye on our older rides as well. They're reaching that 3-year window where I need to start reducing their prices based on, because we've been setting them on the 3-year price. So we're going to just keep an eye on anything that says, you know, like, hey, I'm not going to pay that much money. Everything's looking okay, though. We got full queues basically everywhere. We're making money hand over fist. Like, money is not an object at this point. I just don't know what to do. to, like, we need to up the shop sales, you know. So, yeah. Oh, ice cream cone. Excellent. Excellent. We're in the desert. Kids will like ice cream. I'm sure it counts as food, but, you know, desserts, whatever. Put this here by the coaster. We are right at the brink. Yeah, love dance games. Yeah, so if you're watching this and you have some idea of a PC dance game, you know, that, I don't know, Mats or whatever, that's not VR, that would be great. Because I just can't, I don't like VR. My computer was advertised as VR ready, so I'm sure I could run some VR stuff. It's just, I'd have to buy the device, which I'm very poor, and they're still pretty dang expensive. And the only thing I've seen for it that I really wanted to play was Beat Saber. So it's like I really don't want to invest the money into a VR headset for one game. The only other VR game I've seen is Five Nights at Freddy's. And I've already seen someone play that entire game, so it's like I'm not super into it. You know, I know they made a Rick and Morty VR thing, but that was pretty minimal game as far as things went. It was mostly just a, hey, you like Rick and Morty, right? Buy this game. And I was like, okay. It's not as exciting as I maybe thought it would be, but yeah, I love dance games. I can't dance can't dance to save my life. I was always that kid, you know, like when you go to school dances and there's that one kid who's like, I only slow dance, you know, I don't want to go out on a dance floor, I just want to slow dance. That was me, because I had no rhythm. Mine ride, bobsleds. When I was a kid, I really liked the bobsleds because they could crash kind of unexpectedly. If you bank them too hard and stuff. But, like, in hindsight, that's a really terrible attribute. So, don't really want to necessarily build that. I would really love to just make enough money to win. If I'm being honest. Shop sales were $950 last month. But in September, we're halfway through the month. We've made less than half of that. $270 drink sales, also less than half. Despite being halfway through the month. Maybe it's so high because it was a 31-day month, because of August. I don't know. How are we doing on research? I mean, I don't love Burger Bar. I'm so tired of them giving me food. Let's mini roller coaster. Do we have one of those? I don't think we have one of those. Bobsleds, no. Supersonic. I mean, I'm so hesitant to build pre-made ones because they're freaking huge. Why don't we... I don't know if we could slip... If we did a station here, I don't know if we could slip under here to get to the station. We wouldn't be able to. We'd have to go over and then drop and connect to the station. I think that's pretty doable, actually. That seems fine. The question is, do we have enough space if we put it here? Do we have enough... we probably can't do a chain lift on a hill or on an angle. Yeah, I don't think we could. And we don't want to build a coaster type that we already have, because if we build a duplicate, we have to lower the price of the other one. Mine ride. What do you got? Miner Mania. Didn't we build that before? Kind of feel like we built a minor one and it wasn't really up to snuff, or maybe it was and I just don't remember. Nausea, excitement. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, viewer. I feel like we're hitting a wall here. 958. It's like 400 and like 400. That's the 30th. I mean, I'm curious. We'll wait till it ticks over and then see what we made last month. 950. Man, come on with this. I just want to end the scenario. I want to do something new. Like, our park is not terrible. I don't think this is a bad park. We're obviously making a lot of money. Let's pay off our debt, because I'm responsible. We'll pay off our debt. Why don't we just advertise for a particular ride? We'll go, I don't know, the compact inverter coaster is new. We'll advertise for that. For 4 weeks, sure. Advertising campaign for the park, 4 weeks, sure. Vouchers for free rides on a particular ride. Okay, well, what's not doing very well? We'll pick something that we're not going to care that we're putting it in for free. Wow, kids are really eating up this maze, huh? Okay, Crooked House is terrible. So we'll go Crooked House. Because who cares if they ride that for free? It's not like it's getting any traffic anyway. So my hope is that the advertising campaign, I believe the way it works is that it increases the rate of guest generation. So we should be able to bump this up, I would think, at least to 1,500 over the next month. And those kids are going to drive sales up even further. And I'm willing to bet that'll be the thing that puts us over the top. You know, we're not really doing scenery anymore. Why don't we throw down some fountains? Well, I don't want to throw down these flowers because I believe a handyman has to water them. You know, we should really call the episode, unfortunately. Why don't we'll go super fast through this month, and then we'll call it at the end of the month and see if we actually make the, man, that cash register noise gets pretty annoying, huh? And we'll see what we do financially here. We did unlock something. What was that? Coffee shop. Sure. Kids love coffee? I don't know. Wish these were in some kind of order. Coffee shop. Oh, we did it. I did it. Hooray. Did you see, internet? I did it. I done did it. So we achieved food and drink profit. Let's put our name in first because otherwise it will put in question marks. That's the wrong keyboard because I'm a dummy. Great. No awards though. Last month we made $1,017. I don't know if it was the advertising campaign that did it or not. The rain might have helped. Maybe that extra kids buying the umbrellas helped out. A lot of umbrellas. Yeah, so we did it, and that is the Bumbly Bazaar taken care of. So, for now, thank you for watching the episode. Hope you enjoyed. Did we get any traffic to the Crooked House? Really not very many. Okay, I mean, you know, whatever. So for now, thanks for watching. I'll be back with more RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 in the near future, and I'll see you in the next episode.